ready for air. It was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Dobbs looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's not even going to get past the line of scrimmage. Brought down right at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On second down, Etienne once more. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
From the 45 on second down, Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A give running right, Etienne. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kari Willis there to bring him down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A handoff for Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask for it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Back to throw Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
60 out there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Lawrence will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And here's Rodgers to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, Parker, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear? Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll run on first down. Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 38, Dobbs. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Rodgers to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Dobbs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Dobbs is throwing. Catch made here by Campbell. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
Dobbs. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
12 more yards. That's another Colts.
Back to throw Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Joshua Dobbs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So nothing fancy there. That was just a fullback dive. Defensively, they were ready for it.
They were, and I think that surprised the guys on offense because handing it to the fullback, well, you don't do that very often, so that's a tendency breaker. And I think they just wanted to say, let's just go straight ahead. As you said, nothing fancy. Everyone move someone out of the way and let the big guy work. Didn't get it done, though.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, a run with Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Brings up third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Connection made with Chenault. Touchdown! Laviska Chenault, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 30, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Colts 22.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Colts first down.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harris. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.